Alam niyo ba kung ano na naman ang binigdil nitong mga buwisit na prosecution dito sa impeachment hearing today ni VP Sara Duterte sa Senado? Ang numero ng mga security details, mga kababayan, ni VP Inday. Pinalagan nila, mga kababayan, dahil bakit ang dami daw? Lumobo daw, mga kababayan, ang bilang. Samantalang, ewan na natin bakit sinali nila itong numero ng security detail ng VP Inday na hindi naman ito kasali sa grounds of impeachment, mga kababayan. Kung marami man, 473 daw mga kababayan kung marami man ang security details ni VP Inday, lahat ng yan aprobado naman ng gobyerno, mga kababayan. So bakit nasali itong kagunggungan na ito? Para lang makapantapon sila ng putik, mga kababayan, kay VP Sara na nagsasayang ito ng pera sa pamamagitan ng marami niyang mga security? Ha? Marami ba yung 473, mga kababayan, na samantalang hindi naman lahat ng yan ay sabay-sabay na nagsisikyo kay VP Sara? Kagaya ng kanilang ini-insinuate, mga kababayan, na lahat ng 473 talagang nagbabantay kay VP Inday. No! Noong mga panahong iyon, mga kababayan, si VP Sara ay naglilibot sa buong bansa dahil DepEd Secretary nga siya, mga kababayan. So sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao, or maybe in major regions, mga kababayan, mayroon siyang mga security details doon para nang sa gayon bumisita siya sa Mindanao, sa Visayas, sa Palawan, sa iba't ibang lugar, mga kababayan, mayroon na siyang ready na security. At besides that, mayroon din siyang OVP satellite offices, mga kababayan, na kailangang bantayan. So ano ang binigdil nila, mga kababayan, dito sa security ni VP Inday? Lalong-lalo na karapatan ni VP Inday na protektahan ang kanyang sarili dahil tina-target siya. Hindi nga lang ng mga NPA, kundi mga kriminal at yung mga bangag, mga kababayan, at yung mga taong ayaw siyang maging maupong presidente sa 2028. So eto, parang sumakit talaga ang kanilang kapuitan, mga kababayan, dahil sa dami daw ng security ni VP Sara Duterte. Panoorin niyo po.
So in short, paiba, you will also agree with me na beginning October 2022 and during the entire relevant period, the Vice President already had at least 470 protective security personnel.
Para pang, at least 473. So what? Ano ang issue? Ano ang issue na protektahan si VP Sara, mga kababayan? At besides, bakit mo sinali yan? Anong kinalaman yan sa impeachment ni VP Sara? Di ba, Manong? Oh. Parang nabwisit na rin ang witness, oh. Bakit ako ang tinatanong mo?
Protective agents. Tama ba?
As to the exact number, ma'am, of the VP SPG personnel, I cannot comment, ma'am, but there's a unit that handles the security of the VP,
Kaya nga, bakit siya ang tinatanong, mga kababayan? Hindi naman siya ang head ng security.
which is the VP SPG.
Let me refresh your memory, Mr. Ortonio. We will be showing you your letter to the DBM dated October 11, 2022, which is Prosecution's Exhibit P-I-4-D.
Ito, nakalagay, mga kababayan. The actual count per roster of troops is only 473. Tapos pumirma daw siya, mga kababayan. Tapos bakit hindi niya alam? Siguro by that time, mga kababayan, yan ang numbers. Pero alam naman natin na binurgor yun na bangag, mga kababayan Binawasan ang kanyang security, di ba? Ngayon, iilan na lang siguro, mga kababayan. Kaya high risk si VP Inday ngayon.
Yes, ma'am.
Diyan sa letter na yan, humihingi kayo ng addition o ng augmentation para sa special duty allowance ng VP SPG dahil tumaas ang bilang ng security officers and security or protective agents ng Vice President. Tama ba?
Yes.
Sinabi mo rin dyan sa letter na yan.
So anong yan? Kinalaman yan, bakit ipa-impeach siya si VP Sara dahil humingi siya ng dagdag? Nag-request siya ng dagdag na personnel? Impeachable na yan? Anong kinalaman?
Na as of October 10, 2022, the total count per roster of troops is 473.
Yes, ma'am. I mentioned, ma'am, na
Yes.
I can.
Thank you, Mr. Ortonio. I'm satisfied with your answer.
Ayaw na niyang ipa-explain, Si Kapunan pa yan, dapat pa-explainin. Sige, what's your point? Huy!
You will also confirm na nung una, humigit kumulang 95 lamang ang security personnel ng OVP. Tama ba? Kaya nga kayo humingi ng augmentation for special duty allowance.
Isipin niyo lang, mga kababayan, ha? Araw-araw nagpupunta si VP Inday, mga kababayan, sa mga malalayong lugar. Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Kung yung 95 lamang mga kababayan tapos nasa sa kanya yan lagi, mas magagastos pa tayo na mayroon tayong babayaran mga kababayan sa eroplano o lahat sila. Sabay-sabay kung saan pupunta si VP Sara. Samantalang kung well-distributed na yan mga kababayan sa iba't ibang lugar, yung mga personnel na yan, para pa yung mga advance party na bago dumating si Sara, na secure na nila ang lugar, nalaman na nila mga kababayan ang posibleng mga mangyayari in advance. Kaya marami yan mga kababayan dahil dineploy yan sa iba't ibang iba't ibang dako ng bansa. Hindi lang yan na lahat yan sabay-sabay kasama talaga ni Sara. Hindi.
Dahil biglang nag-increase ito by almost 4 folds.
Ma'am, I can only answer for the security deployment during the term of VP Sara, ma'am.
Correct.
Correct pa.
Hindi ba isinaad nyo rin dito sa letter na ito, in-explain nyo kasama ang letter dated August 22, 2022. Dito in-explain nyo bakit kayo humihingi ng special duty allowance.
Yes, ma'am.
Hindi ba yan self-explanatory?
Sinabi nyo na from 95, tumaas nga ang bilang ng security
Yes, ma'am.
detail ng
Yes.
Oh, ang tanong namin how come na impeachable yan?
Yes, ma'am.
security officer or protective agent sa ilalim ng VP, SPG, ang
Wala na silang matanong mga kababayan, no? Wala na silang talaga maisip. Dahil wala naman talagang ginawa si VP Sara kaya eto ang ginagawa nila na nagpipinta na lang sila na kung ano-anong mga intriga.
nasa iyo, yung mandato ay protektahan at i-ensure ang seguridad ng Vice Presidente. Tama ba?
That's correct, ma'am.
Yes. Aaminin mo rin,
Aaminin ha? Aaminin mo rin. Oh, yan, parang hindi abogado itong nagka-question, no? Bakit ikaw na mismo ang magsasabing aaminin niya? Hayaan mong sabihin niya ng witness na inaamin ko. O hindi yung aaminin mo rin, parang nang niya kababayan. Inimpose sa witness na aminin mo ito.
security detail ng Vice Presidente, hindi ito mga karaniwang security guards. Ito ay miyembro ng AFP at PNP.
Tanungin mo siya kung anong yan. Anong klaseng mga security yan. Hindi yung sasabihin mong aaminin mo rin.
Tama ba?
Yes, ma'am.
In
That's correct.
fact, sinabi mo rin, same letter na yan, na 364 ng karagdagang or ng security detail ng Vice Presidente ay mga miyembro ng Armed Forces of the Philippines. At 140 naman ay miyembro ng Philippine National Police. Tama ba?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
Sa inyong kaalaman, Mr. Ortonio, meron ba ang ibang pangalawang pangulo sa history ng Pilipinas na nagkaroon ng ganito karaming security detail?
Ma'am, I cannot
Objection.
comment.
Bakit ka magtatanong? Itatanong din namin, mayroon bang mga nagdaang Vice Presidente na mayroong satellite offices all over the Philippines? Never nagkaroon mga kababayan. Ang kanilang based lang sa Maynila lang. Saan ba sila Vice Presidente mga kababayan? Sino bang pinagsisilbihan nila? Maynila lang ba? Buong bansa ang pinagsisilbihan nila. Kaya, yang si VP Sara, marami ang security dahil lahat ng lugar pinagsisilbihan niya. At syempre, kailangan ng security mga kababayan sa iba't ibang lugar. Makes sense lang.
I cannot comment for the previous vice presidents, ma'am.
So you do not know. The answer is you do not know.
What I can say, ma'am, is I cannot comment, ma'am, because I have no personal knowledge.
You have no personal knowledge. That's correct. You will also confirm
How come na mga kababayan, naging grounds na ito sa impeachment? Ito pinagsasabi niya.
na yung special duty allowance na inyong hiningi, ito ay karagdagang allowance lamang para dito sa VP-SPG. Ibig sabihin, etong membro ng mga VP-SPG, kumukuha na ito or tumatanggap na ng sweldo mula sa AFP sa ilalim ng General Appropriations Act for the members of the AFP at yung mga membro naman ng PNP tumatanggap ng sahod mula sa PNP. Kung alam ninyo, Mr. Ortonio.
Bakit niya lang hindi naman siya ang nagbibigay ng sahod dyan?
I have to object, Your Honor, because Council has not shown the relevance of the salaries of VP-SPG to the confidential funds. And in fact,
Kaya nga.
there's no finding from the COA regarding this matter.
Na hindi naman ginamit mga kababayan ang pondo ng gobyerno sa confidential fund. Diyan sa pambayad sa mga security personnel.
Okay, on 2 points, Your Honor.
Kindly comment, Counsel.
First, Your Honor,
Wala talaga relevance.
That this was not flagged by the COA does not
Gusto nila ipa-flag. Diyos ko Lord. Ano nyo? Mag-petition kayo. Bakit hindi nyo yan sinali sa grounds for impeachment? Mga ungas.
preclude this honorable court from making a finding on whether it is irregular or not. Number two, Your Honor, it's very relevant, Your Honor, because their primary justification for the confidential funds is for ensuring the security of the Vice President, which is already governed by the mandate of the VP-SPG. In short, Your Honor,
Paano maiko-connect sa ano? Sa sahod? Aber? Na yung sahod na yan, mga kababayan, first of all, approve yan ha, ng gobyerno?
they requested funds, additional funds, for an item that is already answered for
Quick reply,
by
Your Honor.
the mandate of the VP-SPG.
Sige,
and which is already paid for from a separate
Attorney Ferrer, so palpalin mo yan.
Quick reply, Your Honor.
Attorney Hussein?
The issue on the VP-SPG salary, Your Honor, being allegedly covered by the confidential funds is not among the allegations in the article.
Wala no, hindi nga yan kasali. Siya nag-iimbento na, naubusan na ba kayo ng intriga? Naubusan na ba, iha?
Impeachment.
Kaya gumagawa kayo ng bago?
Neither was this matter alleged in the impeachment complaints.
Di ba? Exactly our point.
Number two, the impeachment court only relies on the findings of the COA, Your Honor. That's the reason why the COA was placed on the witness stand and
Hindi nga yan nakasaad sa COA. Taga saang planeta ka ba, iha?
testify on its matters, Your Honor. With all due respect, the matter of determining whether the
Aksaya lang talaga ito sa oras, mga kababayan, no? Ang buang na to, no?
salaries were indeed covered by the confidential funds is a matter outside the powers of the impeachment court to determine, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I may just reply, just to set the record straight, Your Honor,
Set the record straight, binaluktot mo na nga.
because the
Brief
prosecution
reply,
never...
counsel, before the chair makes a ruling. Please continue.
Bastos, no? Magantay ka.
Your Honor, at no point and at no time did the prosecution say that the confidential funds were used to pay for the salary of the VP-SPG. What we are saying, Your Honor, is that the
Bakit mo
VP-SPG
sinasali yan?
is already
Nonsense.
paid from a separate account, from a separate fund, salary
Uy, ungas. Di ba hindi nga yan kasali sa grounds ng inyong impeachment? Bakit sinasali mo ngayon?
for the purpose of affording or providing protection to the Vice President.
That's
Now, Your Honor, they
Oh,
requested for funds,
Lumilikha ka
additional funds
ng...
to pay for the very same protection.
Lumilikha ng intrigang
Your Honor,
ungas,
please.
oh.
That's already being
counsel is testifying, Your Honor.
already being afforded by
Actually,
the VP-SPG.
counsels, please.
Nililigaw mo na.
Actually, Attorney May, you already were able to actually say what you want to say on the record based on your comments on the objection. I will have to sustain the objection.
Ayan. Sustained. Meaning, out of line ka. Intrigador.
Correspondent. The salary of the VP SPG is irrelevant because the confidential funds cannot be used to pay for the salaries of for security and if at all to buy confidential information, if at all, which has also been shown to have been done. We see the point, Counsel Attorney May, that the Vice President has 473 security personnel already. That, as you stated in your offer, should be doing the job that they're spending this confidential fund for. However, the witness has already answered that he may not be in a position to answer
Kaya nga.
that question specifically. Continue with your point.
Thank you, Your
Move
Honor.
on, Attorney May.
Move on,
Mr.
girl.
Antonio, you will also confirm na
Iyak na yan,
sa
iyak
inyong
na yan.
sulat na may petsong August 22, 2022, sinabi nyo na as early as July 1, 2022, 7 OVP satellite office na ang naitatag ng Office of the Vice President. Ito yung mga satellite offices sa Bacolod, Cebu.
Ayan mga kababayan ha. Mayroong satellite offices sa Bacolod, Cebu, Davao, lahat ng iba't ibang lugar mga kababayan. So hindi ibig sabihin nakacentralize yung kay VP Sara lahat ng 400 na yan mga kababayan. Nakadeploy yan all over the Philippines.
Bupan, Davao, Surigao, Tacloban,
No,
Zamboanga.
Surigao,
Tama
Tacloban,
ba?
Zamboanga.
Yes, that's correct.
At nung bawat isa nito, sinabi ninyo, and I quote, are catering to an average of 100 to 150 clients per day. Tama ba?
Yes, that's correct.
you will also agree
Wow, you will also agree. How come? Dapat hindi nga ganyan mga kababayan, no? Dahil parang nagsusupply na siya ng answer.
na walang naiulat na untoward incident sa rollout.
Oo. Wag mong sabihin na kagaya sa sinabi sa COA na kailangan pa na may mahuling NPA. Mag-iimbento na naman kayo ng rules para masabing success.
Mga satellite offices na yon bago ang December 21, 2022. Tama ba?
In terms of the operations within the satellite office, no untoward incidents.
Sabihin naman nila, dapat may mahuling NPA. Hulihin yung mga NPA dyan na niniktik ngayon.
And you will confirm that during the rollout of the satellite offices, wala pang confidential funds ang Office of the Vice President. Tama ba?
During this time, ma'am.
Wala
During
pa.
this time.
And you will also confirm na beginning fourth quarter of 2023 up to the present, you continue to roll out satellite offices and projects under your umbrella.
Umbrella mo
programs.
mukha mo.
Good governance program, the socio-economic delivery program. Tama ba?
Yes.
And up to this time, wala ding naiuulat na untoward incident sa mga rollout ng mga proyektong ito. Tama ba?
Yes.
Yes. Now, etong certification, which is prosecution evidence, P-I-12-M, nakasulat dito na this, and I quote, this certification is being issued upon the request of the Office of the Vice President for whatever legal purpose it may serve. End of quote. Tama ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Based on the document.
Based on the document. Kung gayon, hindi ito record na iniingatan sa karaniwang takbo ng gawain ng Office of the Vice President. In short, this is not a record kept in the ordinary business of the Office of the Vice President. Yes?
Yes, I would say so.
Yes. The certification was only produced upon request. Tama ba?
Wala
Based
talagang tinutumbok mga kababayan, no? Parang she is throwing nonsense question mga kababayan. Pang patagal lang. Diyos ko Lord.
that
Ma'am,
document.
for this specific document, ma'am, I cannot say that it is upon request, ma'am. I cannot.
For cheese, i-call out mo na cheese. Ano na yung pinagsasabi ng mo? Prosecution mo.
Based on my understanding,
Even
I
if
cannot
it's-
assume.
Even if it is expressly stated in this document that this certification is being issued upon the request of the Office of the Vice President, hindi mo rin masasabi na issued to upon the request.
Asked and answered, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor, that's just a follow-up, Your Honor.
Witness will answer.
I cannot automatically assume, ma'am, na it is made because through a request. Just merely because of a statement that indicates na based on a request.
Okay, so ibig sabihin mo, maaring nagkamali lang yung explicit statement
Your
na to.
Honor, please.
No.
Your Honor.
Bakit ka Ito mahilig sa ito mga kababayan, no? Presumption, no? Nagsusupply siya ng mga kababayan sagot na pang-intriga.
The basis of the
Misleading,
objection
Your Honor. Maaaring nagkamali lang.
How is it misleading?
or
Your Honor?
argumentative,
Argumentative.
sustained.
Ayan.
That's the witness answer, counsel. However,
Hayaan mo ang witness na magsabi niyan. Hindi, magsusupply ka na ng ng sagot.
acceptable it may or unacceptable it may be.
Also, in those 4 certifications that you were earlier confronted with, wala ring nakalagay, nakasulat na amount, wala ring nakasulat na pangalan na pinagbigyan ng confidential funds, walang sinasabi kung saan ginastos basically yung confidential funds na pinapatunguhan dyan sa 4 na certifications na yan. Tama ba?
Based on the document, ma'am, no, it does not indicate.
Okay. Also, Mr. Ortonio, can you please refer to Exhibit P-I-12-M? This is the first certification. Do you see that?
Yes.
You will confirm na yung period na sakop ng certification na yan ay December 20 to December 31. Tama ba?
Based on the document, ma'am, yes, it indicates 20 to 31.
Pero ang mismong liquidation, kung saan nyo inilakip yung certification na yan, ang period na sakop ay December 21 hanggang December 31 lamang.
31.
Tama.
Yes, based on the documents that were
So in
submitted.
short, may 1 day na covered ng certification na hindi covered ng liquidation. Tama ba?
If you will base it, ma'am, based on my understanding, if you will base it on the liquidation report, merong isang araw.
Merong isang araw. Thank you.
Thank you pa.
Your Honor, may I just have 1 minute, Your Honor?
Oh, ang plema mo, visit ka.
Please,
Take a
Council,
sip from
take your
my-
salabat.
Oh, pati si Cheese. Meron ding plema, mga kababayan. Patanggalin nyo nga yung mga plema nyo, Cheese. O, di ba kaya kung
You may
magsasalita
also
kayo,
do the same, Mr. Ortonio.
huwag nyo naman i-on ang microphone. Ikaw rin, Cheese Whiz. O, asi, ikaw nga. Uminom ka na sa labat. Ang kilay nito, kilay nito.
Okay. May I proceed, Your Honor?
Wala pang 1 minute, 40 seconds pa lang.
Okay, Mr. Ortonio, balikan natin yung sulat ninyo dated November 30, 2023, which is Prosecution's Exhibit P-I-12-D. It's already there. It's already with you. I-12-D.
Yes, ma'am.
Diyan sa same letter na yan, sinabi nyo, and I quote, the OVP identified, okay, sa letter na yan, sinikap nyong ipaliwanag ang
Ayan na naman si Cheese.
pangangailangan nyo for confidential funds. Sinabi ninyo, and I quote, the OVP identified the need for the conduct of surveillance activities to enable to craft narrowly targeted and responsive programs that would ensure peace and order and prevent criminal activities, particularly those of organized criminal groups and communist insurgents. End of quote. Ngunit, sa parehong sulat ninyo dated August 22, 2022, inamin nyo na nga na noong July 1 pa lamang, bago pa humiling ang OVP ng confidential funds, natukoy na ng OVP, in that same letter, I'm referring to that same letter. In that same letter, inamin nyo na as early as July 1, 2022, bago pa humiling ang OVP ng confidential funds, natukoy na ng OVP ang mga programa at aktibidad na nakatuon sa poverty alleviation, magabanta sa kapayapaan at kaayusan, at pagsulong ng kaunlarang pang-ekonomiya. Tama ba?
Yes, that's indicated in the letter.
Dagdag nyo pa, bilang katwiran, I quote, it was necessary to conduct surveillance activities to determine where best to implement its programs to maximize their impact and reach the isolated, underserved, and unserved areas. As such, in August 2022, the OVP submitted a request through the DBM for confidential fund budget for surveillance activities which are intended to support the mandate and operations of the OVP. End of quote. Tama ba?
Yes, that's correct.
Subalit, yung sa balik tayo sa letter nyo dated August 22, 2022, which is Prosecution's Exhibit P-I-4-A, you will confirm na dun sa paliwanag nyo, sa paghingi nyo ng confidential funds, nowhere there, o wala kahit saan man dyan, lumalabas ang salitang surveillance. Tama ba?
Based on the letter that we submitted, ma'am, there's no indication of the word surveillance.
Dahil nga, ang purpose na sinabi ninyo ay, and I quote, for in consideration of the safe implementation of the various projects and activities under the Good Governance Program and the conduct of official engagements and functional representation. Diyan sa same letter na yan, hindi rin sinabi na gagamitin ng confidential funds para sa identification of areas for program implementation. Tama ba?
It is not specifically stated, ma'am, in the letter, ma'am. Although in the letter, ma'am, there's already in consideration for the safe implementation of various projects and activities
Yes.
under the good governance.
Pero hindi sinabi dito na the confidential funds will specifically be used for identification of areas for program implementation.
Based on the letter request, ma'am, there's no specific explanation, ma'am.
And the explanation given was in fact for the safe implementation of OVP initiatives and confidence building.
Yes,
Tama ba?
based on the letter request, ma'am, that's the wordings that were indicated.
And also, if you will refer to the fiscal and financial plan that you subsequently submitted to the DBM, sinabi nyo pa, nilagay nyo, sinaad nyo sa physical target, number of identified areas with surveillance conducted and monitored. Di ba?
If we will base it in the document,
Yes.
ma'am, yes.
So in short, kahit hindi nakalagay ang bilang, meron ng mga identified areas. May mga lugar nang natukoy. dun sa physical and financial plan. Tama ba?
Ma'am, I cannot directly answer, ma'am, if there were identified areas already when the PFP was crafted, ma'am.
Okay. So, punta na lang tayo ngayon sa August 22, dun sa dating August 22, 2022 letter. Na inamin mo nga, na as early as July 1, 2022, meron ng 7 satellite office na naitalaga sa Bacolod, Cebu, Dagupan, Davao, Surigao, Tacloban, Zamboanga. Tama ba?
Yes, based on the letter that we submitted.
Okay. And in that same letter, naglaki pa kayo ng Annex A na parehong sulat ng actual na benepisyaryo ng medical assistance linggo-linggo mula unang linggo ng July 22 hanggang sa mga sumusunod na panahon. Tama ba?
Yes, this is the projection that we submitted.
At nakalimbag din sa item 3 ng same letter na yan na 3 pang karagdagang satellite office ang augmentation ng libreng sakay, 2 OVP food truck at Peace 911 sa Marawi. Tama ba?
Yes, that's indicated in item number 3 for the additional positions.
Okay, so even before the confidential funds were released or bago pa mailabas ang confidential funds, meron na kayong mga na-identify na paglalagyan ng mga satellite offices. Tama ba?
Yes, there were plans already
And pagro-rolloutan ng mga programa ng OVP.
for
Tama ba?
activities.
Diyan sa November 30, 2023 letter din ninyo, sinabi nyo, and I quote, "The OVP opened exploratory talks on the surveillance activities to be conducted and identified information agents to be engaged. The OVP built its information database and established a network of information agents. As such, when the requested confidential funds was released on December 13, 2022 through SARO BMB-C-22-001-2004, the OVP was able to finalize definitive agreements and obligations based on the plan." End of quote. Inilarawan ninyo sa sulat na yan ng exploratory talks. Tama ba?
Yes, this is based on the information from our security officer.
Sinabi nyo rin, information agent na identified kasama ng information database, network of information agents. Tama ba?
Yes, as provided by our security officer.
Okay. Again, wala ni isa man dito ang nabanggit sa August 2022 confidential fund request. Tama ba?
Based on the initial request, no information indicated.
At wala rin kahit alin man dito ang lumalabas sa PFP for 2022. Tama ba?
When you say, you mean, ma'am, yung...
These items, these words, information database, network information agents, identified agents, walang kahit anuman na lumalabas.
Yes, ma'am. Based on the document presented earlier, ma'am, no such wordings, ma'am.
Okay, hindi rin kayo nakilahok sa supposed exploratory talks na ito. Binatay nyo lamang ito sa kung anong inireport sa inyo. Tama ba?
I had no participation, ma'am, because on matters of security, ma'am, that is not my expertise, ma'am. So this is from our security officer.
Okay. In that same letter, as I've mentioned and as I've read, binanggit nyo rin finalized definitive agreements.
Yes.
Pero wala kayong ni isang isinabmit din na kahit isang definitive agreement. Kahit isa sa mga definitive agreements na inyong tinutukoy dito sa inyong November 30, 2023 letter. Tama ba?
Ma'am, when you pertain to definitive agreements, ma'am, you mean documented agreements, ma'am?
Yes. Kasi para maging definitive agreements, kailangan cast in stones. Ibig sabihin, nakasulat siya.
Ma'am, in terms of any documentation or documented agreements, ma'am, there were no documents that were provided, ma'am. And as to how our agreements were made on the ground, ma'am, again, I cannot provide any information.
You will confirm that from the time the SARO was released on December 13 to the drawdown of the check noong December 20, 2022, itong araw lamang ang naglapse. Ang posisyon ba ng inyong opisina sa loob ng 7 araw na iyon na finalize ninyo ang definitive agreements sa supposed nationwide network ng mga ahente na inyong bidanggit sa inyong letter?
Ma'am, as to how the agreements were finalized or made, ma'am, that I cannot provide an answer, ma'am, if those were done within the 7-day period.
Okay. In that same letter, for the first time, you also denied that the 2022 confidential funds were spent in just 11 days. And your explanation was, and I quote, "On December 20, 2022, a cash advance for confidential fund was drawn to facilitate payment. Please take note of these words. For the obligations already incurred. Hence, the 125 million confidential funds were fully utilized for expenses planned, implemented, and paid during the 3-month period, meaning October to December 22, and not within mere 11 days, as what the audit observations may have suggested. End of quote. Nakalagay yan sa inyong sagot.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in terms of...
No, it's okay, Mr. Antonio. I'm satisfied with your answer.
Your Honor, please.
Yes, counsel?
Can the witness be allowed to answer?
Your Honor, the witness already satisfied the
The
question.
question was
It's
answerable
already
by yes or
answered.
no. You will be afforded your chance, Attorney Christine, during your cross to make him explain that point.
So you
Proceed,
mentioned earlier obligations, quote unquote, already incurred and expenses already paid. So ibig sabihin, ng already incurred ay nangako ng magbayad ang OVP bago pa mailabas ang pera. Tama ba?
Ma'am, I cannot specifically say, ma'am, because arrangements made on the ground, ma'am, I have no personal knowledge on it.
Pero ilumagda ka sa letter na yan, di ba?
Yes, ma'am. Again, ma'am, these information, ma'am, came from the information from our security officer.
So, ibig sabihin, sinulat mo lang mechanically eksaktong words na finid sa'yo ng kausap mo. Ganun ba? Na hindi mo naintindihan kung ano yung sinusulat. Tama
Ma'am,
ba?
First, ma'am, hindi po siya mechanically na sinulat ko lang po kung ano yung sinabi. Of course, ma'am, based on the information that was provided to me, ma'am, yun yung nilatag ko doon
Yun
sa
yung
letter,
nilatag mo.
ma'am, for the drafting of the letter.
Counsel, allow me. Kayo po ang gumawa ng sulat, Ginoong Ortonio, di ba? Pumirma kayo. Kayo
Yes, Your
gumawa?
Honor.
Kayo po ang gumawa ng sulat?
Yes, Your Honor.
Base sa nakuha niyo impormasyon kay Gina, kay Colonel Lachica, at iba pang opisyal. Ano pong ibig sabihin niyo dyan sa pahayag niyo yan? To facilitate payment for the obligations already incurred. Ibig sabihin, may utang na, babayaran na lang. Na-incur na yung expense, babayaran na lang.
Sir, based on what was shared to me, sir, hindi siya utang, no? But arrangements have been done on mga activities that will be done, and then the payment will be done once the money would be available already.
Mr. Ortonio, what do you mean by obligations already incurred? Anong ibig sabihin para sa inyo nung sinulat niyo yon? Obligations already incurred. Sa
Arrangements.
simpleng salita, bayarin.
Ano, sir, what I meant on this statement, sir, is that there are already arrangements that have been coordinated, sir, prior to the release of the funds.
When you say arrangements nga, may pinangako ng bayaran, hindi pa lang nababayaran. Bayarin. Obligations already incurred. May obligasyon na. May pangako na nabayaran. Yung ba yan?
Sir, hindi siya pangako, sir, na bayaran, but meron na siyang mga, how do I explain it, sir? Parang meron ng arrangement, sir, that will be done, and then yung payment, sir, will be once available na siya.
Sir, in the ordinary course of meaning, that's how you define obligations already incurred that you wrote?
Yes, sir. Based on how I understand the information, sir, that's how I indicated it in the letter.
That's his answer, counsel. You may proceed.
Okay, but you will confirm that on those 3 months referred to in your letter, October, November, and November, pati early parts ng December, wala pang allotment na maaaring pagbasihan ng OVP ng obligasyon ng confidential funds. Tama ba?
There was
Yes.
no allotment as of yes.
Kung gayon, wala ding certification of availability of funds na maaaring nailabas para sa mga obligasyon na yon. Tama ba? Yes.
There was no document yet released.
Okay, alam nyo din, Mr. Tonyo, dahil sa tagal ng inyong paninilbihan bilang kawani ng gobyerno, alam ninyo na walang obligasyon ng gobyerno na maaaring pasukin na walang appropriation at katumbas na allotment. Tama ba?
That's correct, ma'am.
At alam din ninyo, base doon sa joint circular na iyong paulit-ulit na sinite sa mga letters ninyo, alam ninyo na ang cash advance ay dapat mauna sa gastos. Tama ba?
That's correct, ma'am.
Hindi ito maaaring legal na gamitin para i-reimburse o pantakip sa mga gastusing nagawa na. Tama ba?
For reimbursements, ma'am, yes,
Yes.
that's indicated in the JC.
Okay, thank you. Now, pumunta na tayo sa your reply to notice of suspension. Ikaw din sumagot sa reply. Ikaw rin ang sumagot sa notice of suspension. Di ba?
Yes, ma'am. I'm
I'm
one of the
referring to
signatories.
the notice of suspension that I'm referring to is prosecution's exhibit P-I-13-A. Dito sa notice of suspension na to, pinuna ng COA, and I quote, "There is discrepancy in the total amount of expenses based on the submitted accomplishment report as against the DEPs." Ibig sabihin ng COA, hindi nagtutugma ang total amount ng expenses sa accomplishment report at sa DEPs na sinubmit ng inyong opisina. Tama ba?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
Ayon sa COA, ipinakita ng accomplishment report na iyong sinumite na ginamit ang confidential fund sa mga gastusing may kabuuhan ng 125 million pesos. Pero pagdating sa DEPs, ng itotal na ito, ang gastusing actual na naganap ay may kabuuhang 125,150,000 pesos. Tama ba?
Yes po. That's correct.
In short, may pagkakaibang 150,000.
Yes.
At nung sumagot kayo, dyan sa notice of suspension na yan, I'm referring to your letter dated March 13, 2024, which is prosecution's exhibit P-I-13-A. Sa sagot ninyo, ang paliwanag ninyo ay yung mga resibo, I quote, "may have been inadvertently mixed." Tama ba? Yan yung paliwanag nyo dun sa 150,000 pesos.
Yes, that's correct. Based on our reply.
But 9 days later, sumulat ka ulit sa COA supplementing that earlier reply. Your supplemental reply is dated March 22, 2024, which is prosecution exhibit P-I-13-B. Now, dyan sa supplemental reply, ipinaliwanag niyo muli yung discrepancy ng 150,000. Ngayon, ang paliwanag ninyo, I quote, "The reconciliation shows that an amount of 50 pesos under payment of reward and an amount of 100,000 pesos under purchase of supplies were provided by Assistant Secretary Lemuel G. Ortonio out of his personal funds." Tama ba? But do you recall making that statement in your supplemental reply, Mr.
Yes.
Ortonio?
Based on
Yes.
the
Yes.
information also flashed on the screen. Yes.
Sa'yo galing yung 100. Ikaw yung Lemuel G. Ortonio, Assistant Secretary na pinapatunguhan. I mean, nire-refer dito sa sulat na ito. Tama ba?
That's correct po.